Since our part is referencing this face of the stock, this is going to be our X touch-off surface. Let's turn the spindle on, bring it up a little bit. Let's get this edge finder to kick. I like this one, it's a clicker. Hopefully we can hear it through my microphone. Okay, I'm going to back off, I got a little aggressive there. So op 2, I'm being much more precise on the location of my work coordinate system because I need to reference already machined surfaces. Op 1 I did not. I had a margin of stock all around my part. I did not need to be as exact. So this is my starting point. Now let's go to our, oh come on, you can do this. Let's go enter this position in our program. So here we're doing setup, part setup, and we need to pay attention. We're doing G55 here, okay? So I need to go to next work coordinate system, G55. Okay, now we are still using our 2-inch edge finder. We're still approaching from the left. This next part position number, the principle is exactly the same for op 1, but the numbers are different because I'm referencing my finished part from op 1. What is the X dimension of my finished part? 6 inches, right. So what I'm going to put in here, let's see if I'm right. I got a 50-50 chance. Right now I am negative 3 inches from where I want to be. So let's try negative 3 inches. Press F10. And then we come up here and take a look at my DRO. Do this every time. Some of you guys got stuck with not doing this on your first op. And what this is saying is right now where my edge finder is, I am negative 3 inches of where I want my G55X to be. Okay, cool. So we got that figured out. Now let's move and let's set our Y. See if I can come off here without crashing anything. Start my spindle up. We're going to reference the face of the stationary jaw. Got to make sure I'm off my parallel back there. And I am. Good. Go into 1 thou increments. Slowly, slowly. There we go. Clickety, clickety, clickety. I'm going to turn that off so we can talk. So it kicked. So let's go back into my part setup. Now, one of the best practices I've been trying to do, which I just forgot again, is I think it's a good idea to advance this page onto your next WCS to keep you from overwriting your previous work coordinate system, which I've done several times. Now, we are approaching from the front this time, okay? So I need to toggle this with my space bar and say approach from the front. No, that's going to mess me up.
That doesn't seem right.
It is not right. Daryl says it doesn't look right, and he is correct. Anybody know why Daryl is right?
Well, you're really not approaching from the front.
Because I'm really not approaching from the front. Correct. Good catch, Daryl. Let's fix this. So to approach from the front properly, I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to grab my 1, 2, 3 block as a surrogate for my part. Because of the math. So the question was, he doesn't understand why I was off. And that is because of the math that my computer was going to do, was going to apply it in the wrong direction. It was going to do the math for the edge finder, and it was going to mess all that up. There's probably a couple of things I could have done. So the question, can you start messing with the diameter of your edge finder? And I'd say probably. For the scope of what we're trying to do, I think it would make this a little more complicated than necessary. Nobody can see what I'm doing because I've turned off the camera. All right, so now let's touch off on the face of this part and do this again.
And we are approaching from the front.
Correct. Now we are approaching from the front. Go to 1 thou increments. Wait. That was a fantastic catch, Daryl. And if this video makes it to YouTube, you're going to live in infamy. All right, let's turn off the spindle. Now, we need to remember what the width of my part is. The width of my part is 1.755. So from where we're currently at, I need to translate my part halfway into that 1.755. So let's go to this guy. We're approaching from the front. Because I'm scared of math, I'm going to say 1.755 divided by 2, enter. Now this number's almost right. This is the correct number, but it needs to be negative. So at least I have the correct number. Now I'm just going to come in front of it and put a negative. And now I'm going to hit F10. And at this point, when I hit F10, I come up to my DRO and I look at my negative 0.9775 because it's taking into account the diameter or the radius of the edge finder.